Hey Gemini, welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you're returning. If you've watched this channel more than once and you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this reading or just like the way that I read, up to you, but it's completely free and it takes seconds to like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification button, and just let me know down below how this is resonating for you. Gemini, we are doing an August reading. All right, I'm going to take a look at your career and finance. We're going to look at your spiritual growth throughout the month of August, and then we're going to head to love. All right, Spirit, thank you so much for your time, your presence, your glory, and your protection. Allow me to deliver a clear and concise message to those watching. Should anything negative pop up during our reading, immediately return it to sender. I don't want it on me. I don't want it in my household, and I don't want it on the viewer. All right, guys. My nose is already starting to itch. Let's get right into it. Geminis, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. What does career look like for the Geminis, please, in the month of August? Give and take and courage. It's asking for help this month when you need it. And it's giving help when you, even if you see, I'm moving the smoke right now, guys, it was just too much. Asking for help when you need it throughout the month of August, like that really takes a courageous person to know, to look at a situation and say, man, it'll be much easier if I had somebody help me out, or I can't do this all by myself. For that person to then reach out and say, listen, can you help me? To the right person, obviously. We want help from somebody who's succeeded where we want to go, or is where we want to be, so on and so forth. Or somebody that's capable, not just the next Joe Schmo that's right next to us, but you know that, Gemini. But this month is definitely looking like it's going to give you an opportunity to explore different avenues of incorporating new people into, or people back into, or into your career to help you progress, and have an opportunity to do the same for other people. So give and take. It says be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. Give somebody a chance, and ask for what it is your heart desires. Whatever it is. It's not just about asking for help. It's about to be super mature in the asking. It's not just asking for help, it's being very clear and concise what you expect the other person to be able to give you, or to have a good conversation with that person about what it is that they are to give, or are actually able to give you, have the bandwidth, have the skill to give you in return. And then you guys could be on the same page to start out, versus having to stop midway and go, whoa, what are you doing? And then they're like, I thought you said you wanted something. Having the vision cleared from the beginning is monumental, Gemini, throughout the month of August. It says ask for what you are afraid of. I feel like it's a very strong group of Geminis that I am attaching to energetically in this read, and it's hard. It's hard for you, like I said, to step into the courage and say, hey, I need your help. And you could be very well helping out this person in exchange, this whole give and take and this courage. But courage is doing something that you are afraid of. So you're going to get a great opportunity. I like seeing this courage card pop up. We're still in Leo season right now. Lionsgate is happening tomorrow as I record this. So it could very well be this week that you see these opportunities pop up for yourself, Gemini, if you're watching this pretty much near the time that I record it. Career advice for the Geminis, please. It says reconcile. It could be with somebody that you had already worked with before in the past, and you're getting an opportunity to allow that person to resurface around. It says be open. It says give someone a chance on this card. It says give someone a chance, and it could be not the new guy, but the old guy that you gave a chance before to. Not the guy that screwed you, Gemini. Let's have a little bit of let's just be smart about it, right? It says reconcile. If you wish to apologize to someone but can't get in touch with them, mentally send them a heartfelt apology and know that they have heard you and forgive you. It's there is a little bit of woo-woo-ness when, let's say that you worked with a partner in some sort of facet of career or some sort of entrepreneurship or endeavor, not like a romantic endeavor. You worked with somebody and things were hitting a road, were being kind of bumpy, and then now are kind of bumpy at an impasse, and then maybe y'all are kind of at a standstill, not sure of which direction to go. Maybe there's not any speaking between you and this partner. You could do the woo-woo thing. It says at the end of this card, it says to send them a heartfelt apology through like prayer, and then know in your heart that you have been heard and that you have been forgiven. But then also too, I think the courage comes here. I feel like that's a soft way to go. I'm really getting heavy that the Leo energies want you to actually use your Gemini energy, which is communication, and communicate. Hey, I messed up. Because as long as you're doing it from a sincere and loving space of energy, it would be better received by the other person. You can't control other people, Gemini. There's nothing necessarily in these cards that are saying that this person is going to receive your apology. But the sheer fact that you put it out there and you actually used your Gemini like powers of communication and said heartfelt wise that you apologize, at least it clears up some of the air. It clears up, it transmutes some of the energy that surrounds the situation. And that very well could be step one to reconcile this work relationship. Let's see. So a chance for you to step in courage, Gemini, to work with somebody, to not be at a standstill anymore. The five of Pentacles wanted to pop out. You or this person really needs to have, you and this person need to have a conversation, but you or this person might need to apologize. And it looks like the ball is in your court, Gemini. Again, I cannot tell you how this person is going to respond. How might this person respond to the Gemini? Here we go. I can't tell you, but the cards can. Look, if you were to have an honest, heartfelt conversation with this person, now don't apologize to somebody if it's like haphazard, if it's haphazard, if it's not truly from a space of being real. Don't even do it. Don't just do it. Don't just do it just because this reading says so. But if you truly want to continue on a better leg with this person, go down a path of continuing to be able to work with this person, then do so. This apology that could potentially be brought forward to this person, I said, I don't know how they're going to respond. The cards say that y'all could definitely get the burdensome part of the relationship, the thing that's causing your shoulders to kind of feel tight and tense when you think about it, to let that go and to come to a place of new evaluation. So this person might be willing to work with you. Definitely. That's what the cards say. All right. So step into that courage, Gemini, should you want to reconcile this partnership with this person. This is not romantic, guys. What does money look like in the month of August for Gemini, please? Fool in the reverse, the King of Pentacles, and then the Strength in the reverse. I feel like you're not, I honestly feel like you're kind of not really paying attention to money right now. I feel like I'm tapping into, especially with this King of Pentacles, I'm tapping into a segment of Gemini who just are kind of just going about your business, and it almost looks like you're buying things and you're not really paying attention. Yeah, it looks like you're not really having to pay attention too much. The Moon in the reverse. I think things have started to turn around for you in money. Potentially how you view money, that how you spend money. It's like something that you're not really, you know, it's there. Like you just have this peace, like you know it's there. So there could definitely be like you've got residual income, or you've got investments that you already know that you're getting returns on. You've got a contract that's being paid out. This could be a pension, and you're just kind of, it almost looks like, especially with this King of Pentacles, like you're, I don't know if I would say sitting pretty, but just completely secure. Like, I'm good. I'm good. And that's what the rest of August is going to look like for you, please. I mean, for you, please. For you for the rest of August. Still, though, it would behoove you to pay attention to your spending so that you don't overextend. Or, like, it's not having any sort of fear-based action or evaluation. It's just knowing where I stand. Where do I stand? And then making informed decisions with your money as you progress throughout the month of August. What does spiritual growth look like for the Geminis, please? What does spiritual growth look like for the Geminis in the month of August? 2 cards, Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. That could be why you're looking at your money and you're like, okay, my money's good right now. It could be that you had a court case that just finished out and it turned in your favor, or an inheritance, or like I said, a contract payout that turned in your favor. And this, yeah, how does this affect me spiritually? Well, energy is all connected throughout us. Where you are growing in one part of your life, and you're as long as you're keeping your energy high and you're operating from the heart, and truly connected to your higher self, then everything is going to raise in a positive fashion. Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. What does this look like spiritually for the Geminis in the month of August, please, Spirit? The Ace of Cups in the reverse, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, the Nine of Swords in the upright. It's been a long haul. It's been a long haul. So it was a small facet of you that just got some sort of contract, some sort of good karma that turned in your favor. For the other part of you, things have been rough. You've had sleepless nights, a lot of insomnia, Nine of Swords in the upright, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ace of Cups in the reverse are telling me that there's a little bit of depression that you've been dealing with. Not a little bit, but a lot of depression that you've been dealing with. Why is the Justice card here for the Geminis in the month of August? The Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So you had the King of Pentacles earlier and the Queen of Pentacles now. I think your energy is shifting for the calmer, if you will. You might be getting a lot of downloads in the form of like epiphanies of like how to better spend your time nowadays. I see you at like parks, hanging out in the park, or hanging out in nature, hanging out in a garden, hanging outside a lot more, and honestly just chill. What is this Wheel of Fortune for the Geminis, please? The Strength card keeps wanting to come out in the reverse for you, but in this particular one, it's shrink back. There is a contract that you are connected to. It could be work. It could be energetic. It could be a person, place, or thing. And now you're not having to deal with that anymore. You're sleeping better. Your finances are steady. Let me see about this Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, listen, like, you're chill. Look at this. You're chilling. The pre-empress and the empress are here. Male or female, it doesn't matter. You are in a state of just high chill. Taking things easy. This is almost like a coasting period energetically for you, Gemini, after a time of just feeling down and out. After a time of feeling exhausted. All right, so now let's move on to love. How does romantic love look for Gemini in the month of August, please? Romantic love. The Queen of Pentacles keeps popping out for you guys a whole lot. So I'm getting this idea of, and the moon. So we got the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Cups in the upright, and then the moon. I'm getting this Gemini who, male or female, it doesn't matter, who's single, chilling. And sometimes when you're like hanging out in the garden, or, you know, sometimes when you're hanging out in your space, you evaluate how relationships have been for you in the past. And I don't know if you're completely open to receiving another one. See how this guy is looking at the Three of Cups? These are past relationships, or past romantic bonds, or situationships, or even just relationships in general, like with friendships and all that. And then here's the moon card here, which is almost like a bit of anxiety stepping out, because this person's stuck and she's not going to chase nobody. You or this person, you're not chasing nobody. You're not here. You're not about to be in these streets chasing a man, a woman, or a person. So is there that's interesting, because I was about to say, is there a person coming? And then the Knight of Swords wants to pop out with the okay, the Knight of Swords wants to pop out with the High Priestess in the reverse, and then the Strength card in the upright for once. There's somebody that's heavily opinionated around you. And since you're a Gemini, it could be your Jekyll. Or your Mr. Hyde. It could be your Jekyll. It could be the other part of you that's like, no, 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 no. Don't get back out there. Everybody out there's got a hidden agenda. I'm chill. Somebody's going to mess with my chill. And it's taking a lot of control and compassion for yourself even. I'm getting a Gemini who's like, I've got something good going for me. Why would I let somebody mess it up? But yeah, and it's not coming from necessarily a place of strength. Heck, I don't know. You could be watching a TV show and you're seeing men or women behave badly on this TV show, and you're telling yourself, see, that's exactly why I'm not dating right now. Or listening to friends. I'm getting like a chatter, and it could be your twin in your head, right, Gemini? Your own self, your ego. Is there a potential love partner out there in the 3D for Gemini in the month of August? 2 cards want to pop out. I get the 8 of Wands in the upright and the Sun card in the reverse. So towards the end of August, you could meet somebody who's like-minded in that exact same, somebody who's been bumped and bruised in the area of love. Like, you literally bump into this person, right? Do you see how he's got a bandage on his head? And it could be walking. He's carrying a walking stick. You could walk literally into this person. It wouldn't be a long-lived affair, if you will, but you could very well have drinks with somebody towards the end of the month of August. And kind of shoot the shit, if you will. And y'all are both talking about your woes in love. This could be a Leo or a Sagittarius, a fire sign. The Eight of Cups in the reverse at the bottom of the deck is really kind of showing me that this is kind of somebody that you meet just by happenstance, chance, and just by accident. And then y'all kind of shoot the shit and they're like, yeah, me too, male or female. And then that's it. You go about your way. But right now it doesn't look like you are really open to love. Those that are viewing this, advice for the Gemini, please. The King of Cups in the upright. It's okay. You have now this time with yourself to become emotionally balanced and not look at it's up to you if you want to. It's up to you. But you have time in this chill moment that you're in right now in life to really evaluate things, to continue to evaluate things, and then see on your own time, do you want to step out and start dating again in a more emotionally balanced person. And this is a masculine energy. So this would be you taking action to get yourself out of sitting and pondering about the past. I know that you have a lack of a long-term vision when it comes to romantic love, but that's okay. Use this time wisely. That's what Spirit is saying. Use the month of August wisely. All right, guys. I hope that helped. I'll see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.